What's up, guys? MMA writer Brett Okamoto here to discuss ESPN's 2017 selection for Fighter of the Year. It is UFC strawweight champion Rose Namajunas. Now, why was Rose the right pick? I think a lot of it obviously has to do with UFC 217, her performance in Madison Square Garden against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and I cannot stress enough how impressive this performance was start to finish, especially when you consider every aspect of this fight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk was unbeaten for one. Stylistically, it looked like her fight to lose, and she had really mastered the art of bullying her opponents, intimidating them, making fights personal. And Rose, throughout the course of her entire career, she's already said that she's an emotional fighter anyway. I thought that she would be susceptible to Joanna's mind games. She was not. In fact, she turned them against Joanna Jędrzejczyk the week of UFC 217 and then went out and knocked her out inside the first round under the bright lights in New York. It was the first knockout of her entire career. That result was probably the most stunning result of 2017. It was probably the best individual performance in 2017. After the fight, Rose Namajunas, unique in her post-fight speech. She's talking about love instead of hate and that the belt doesn't mean anything unless you're a good person on the inside. I thought that that was a good message to send in 2017, especially in combat sports where so much of it, and this is fine, but so much of it is always based on trash talking, always based on bad blood. Rose Namajunas went completely in a different direction. In addition to that performance, she also submitted Michelle Waterson, a very good fighter in her own right. She submitted her in April. To me, that is good enough for 2017 Fighter of the Year. Now, of course, every year you talk about this award, there are always great candidates. I think the one that we're leaving out here, Max Holloway, the UFC's featherweight champion, he would be right up there with Rose Namajunas for me. He finished Jose Aldo twice in 2017. Very impressive performances. He also was very unique in the way he carried himself, but I thought a lot of it has to do with that performance in Madison Square Garden in New York. Rose knocking out Joanna Jędrzejczyk in the fashion in which she did, the build up to it, the hype, the pressure that was on her shoulders at that moment. She is the Fighter of the Year to me in 2017.